lesson, we'll be creating the template content. Navigate down to the template content link on your tabs page. Click the new button so we can go ahead and create new template content. We have several types of content you can choose from. With HTML, you just get a blank HTML section. Then we have some types that are reserved specifically for line items and quote terms. Then we have a custom section. This is when you want to use XML for full extendability. Finally, we have template bottom and template top. These are HTML sections, but everything is already populated. Let's go ahead and start with template top. Let's go ahead and save that and add our other template content. So here we have the HTML markup editor. It functions like most other HTML editors you've used before. You've seen most of these icons in the header before, very similar to Microsoft Word. Anything you specify in the template content will override your quote template. Some best practices that I would recommend for this HTML markup field are to use fewer HTML attributes and use more CSS attributes. You can either hand code or use the property windows in order to change the HTML, and you can use HTML tables for the layout. This template was auto-named template top. I'm going to keep that. Let's select Helvetica as the font family. Let's give it a font size of 12 and enter a hex code text color of black. The double dashed lines represent the virtual borders of the HTML tables. As you notice, you can have a table within a table. The tables use a similar syntax to Salesforce email templates, if you're familiar with those. If we right-click within the table, we can edit the table properties. You get a pop-up window where you can edit the columns, rows, cell padding, and alignment. Let's just cancel out of here. We're not going to actually edit anything. The same thing goes if you right-click and choose the cell option and then click Table Cell Properties. Similar window here, alignment, width, height, class. All right, let's get out of this window. A neat trick is if you click within the path down at the bottom of your markup editor, is you can highlight the area within the table that you select. Then subsequently, then you can right-click and edit your table that way. So that's another way to go about it. Our engine only preloads a few fields from the sales rep and your primary contact, such as first and last name, phone number, extension, and email. We've got a few supported objects here. They are company logo, quote, template, sales rep, and primary contact. Merge fields do not support any object in Salesforce, but you have access to your quote template, so you can reference fields from your quote template to the object itself. And you also have your quote. Merge fields allow you to insert dynamic content into HTML markup. There are 3 special merge fields. The first one's company logo. That's the ID you copied from your browser address. Here, that ID is read and converted into a picture. And the second and third are primary contact and sales rep. To merge fields from other objects, you want to create a cross-object formula on the quote field and use this quote field as a merge field. You would click this button if you were adding an image. For a Salesforce image, you want to add the image server sublet URL, not the file download URL. Let's go ahead and save that and add our other template content. Let's go ahead and add our template bottom, Helvetica font family, black text color, and size 12 font. All right, let's go ahead and save that and create our last template content. This will be a line items content type. Unlike template top and template bottom, the content name did not auto-populate, so I named this one quote lines. Helvetica font, black text color, and a font size of 12. Go ahead and click Save. Select Standard as your table style. I'll explain the price dimensions as rows and price dimensions as rows with summary table styles later in the multi-dimensional quoting lesson. And click Save. The next thing we'll need to do in the next lesson is associate this template content with sections on the quote template. Please take a look at the current known issues and not supported items. Some of these might affect you, some of them might not, but I highly recommend reviewing this slide. I saved it at the end so you could read through and see what items actually pertain to your template content. For your exercise, I'd like you to essentially replicate what I did in the lesson by creating the following 3 types of template content: line items, template top, and template bottom. I listed all the stylistic information that I'd like you to add into your template content. Good luck!